Hello and welcome back to the Apocalypse. My name's Vormithrax and this is episode 80 of our Let's Play tutorial for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. No, you didn't miss an episode. I misnumbered the last one. There are two 78s, so the last one should have been 79. That makes this one 80. And let's just keep playing. So we had a few interesting, exciting, depressing things happen last episode. We finished up a large part of our scouting run, and right at the end, towards the final point of scouting, we discovered that we do have fungus in the area. So there's a fungal flowers infestation right there. And it's creeping in towards the town area. So not the best news. I was hoping to find an area completely clear of fungus so we wouldn't have any things to deal with long term regarding that. But we can deal with it. So it's more important still to just get relocated. We've just about scavenged out the area we're in, so I am still going to move down here. That plan is still going to move forward. What we're going to do is we're going to stay out of the reality bubble range for this infestation. So the reality bubble in the game is about 3 spaces in each direction from your current map location. So right now I'm right here, so 1, 2, 3 would be one direction, 1, 2, 3 the other direction. So imagine there's a box around me about that big. That's the reality bubble. So time only moves and creatures only move and so on within that range. Everything else is frozen in time in the game world. So as long as we don't venture too close to this area, so if I stay out of a good section of this area over here, then we're fine for a while. I do plan to eventually get rid of that if we survive that long, and we'll go in and do a scorched earth policy, listen to some advice from folks in the Discord channel in the comments, and that's the plan. So that's going to be a longer term project. We're definitely going to want to make sure we're well prepared for it and have a lot of gear and particular items to go in there and just burn the entire infestation down and have enough firepower to destroy the central tower or whatever's in control of that fungal infestation over there. So I'm not going to let that stop the plan. So we are still moving to this area. So the next question becomes, where are we moving to? So I want to know exactly where we're going to move to and have it cleared and ready before we head back up north to go gather our materials for the move. So in looking around, there were a few places that kind of caught my eye. One is a hospital right here. Big facility. We'd have to do quite a bit of clearing, and there is pretty much a big amount of danger. There tends to be lots of acid zombies in those places, and there's a lot of narrow, short line-of-sight corridors you have to deal with, so that makes dealing with them a lot harder than when you're out in an open field and you can kind of dodge around. So that's one thing I thought about, but I think I'll pass on that one. The next one that came to mind is right here. There's an evac shelter, which is the same as the shelter we've got up north, so it'd be a familiar building and easy to adapt to our use. It's fairly small though, and I know we're not using much of the one up north, but if we start putting in a serious lab or a serious workshop and storage and so on, I'm going to want a bigger facility. So I really like this one for the fact that it's an evac shelter, very simple to get into, clear, clean out, and get prepared. It also has swamps right next to it, so just a few map squares away we've got swamps. Swamps are awesome for raw materials, especially if you've got the More Survival Tools mod installed. You can get tons of various materials for food and raw material resources out of swamp areas. In addition, they have saltwater pools, which are critical for getting salt, which is used in both food preservation as well as tons and tons of various chemical recipes that you need for some of the higher level materials, especially for mutagens if you're going to go down that path for mutations and purifiers. So having those nearby is very useful. Also, we got a couple of riverbank spaces, so there's river and fresh water, so we wouldn't have to be searching around the swamp for freshwater pools. So it's also centrally located, but far enough out that you wouldn't get bothered by anything wandering around. So that is one very, very possible pick. So I really like the location. I like the access to the salt water and the fresh water and so on. Now, the only other place that I see that I like the looks of is actually right over here, and that's this, the mansion that we passed. So we kind of did a drive-by around it. I didn't see any of the critical facilities that I was hoping to find in our quick drive-through, but I want to go back there, clear it and do a double check to make sure we know exactly what rooms are inside. If it had a pool, that would be ideal. Library would be nice, but not critical for long term. But a pool would just make things so much faster and simpler in regards to access to fresh water. So if there is an interior pool in that mansion, I would probably pick it as our spot to go to. It's again centrally located. We got pretty close access to Plainville, Huntington, and Dartmouth. I probably would want to scout out a little bit more, uncover this area out here to make sure there's no fungal infestations that I'm not aware of that close. But other than that, I like the central location. We got easy travel routes to the big city areas. We can squeeze through here to get down to Huntington. It does again have somewhat easy access to swamps, a little further away, but we can make occasional trips out with some of our containers, and our scout vehicle has got those big 200-liter containers on the back, so that would allow us to draw huge pools of salt water, so we wouldn't have to make the trip very often over there. So plus, it's a much bigger facility, gives us more options for how we want to build out our base and our workshops. So we can tear some walls down and put up a palisade gate that we can raise and lower. So we can have basically a garage that we can park our vehicle inside. So a lot of cool things we can do. So it gives us more options. That's the only thing that I think that I like in favor of the evac shelter is just the size of the building, the raw materials that are in the immediate area that we could use to tear down. So lots of furniture and things we can tear apart for the 2x4s and the nails and so on. More rooms that give us areas to expand into. So I'm really liking the idea of that mansion. And if it has a pool, 100% that's where I'm going. So that's kind of my thinking. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spend the night here in the mansion we're at. I'm going to do a little bit of welding on the car to get the front end fixed up from the things we've run over. Then we're just going to go sleep, and I'm not sure, I might go sleep up here in the Last Man on Earth shelter. It's just safer and to do that up there. But we'll see, play it by ear. But let's get some welding done. That's the only thing we need to do with the vehicle is just weld a few spots on the front end. So I'm going to stand back here where most of my tools are located, and we'll examine the vehicle. And everything at the back end is fine. It's just these front two spaces we want to pay attention to. Got a little bit of frame damage there, and a little bit of composite armor. So you can see there's a few spots that need just a little bit of touch up from our welder. So let's hit R to repair. And it's not showing us in range of welders with charges, so let's take a look at a few things here. That's where all my stuff's at. I've got the UPS and the welding goggles, and the welder doesn't have charges, so we need to throw that on the UPS real quick. So let's pick that up. We'll drop it on the UPS right there, and we'll also grab the UPS backpack, put that on. I'm just going to let a short amount of time pass. That's probably too long. That's fine. We're going to be going to sleep here soon anyway. Alright, let's get the items. Oops, I don't have the UPS turned on. So let's activate the UPS. Turn on recharger. How are we doing for battery power? Battery's at 93%. So all of our driving around burning gas has let the alternator charge up our batteries almost completely full. So car battery and almost both storage batteries are almost full. So good news. Now I need to let a little more time pass. I don't remember how much in order to wait for this thing to charge. We'll do the 30 minutes again. That should get it fully charged. Alright. Pretty close. That should be good enough. So let's examine the front end again. Here's a shortcut trick. Doesn't really matter where you're pointing. If you hit the R key for repairing, it'll jump to the space that needs repairing, and if you hit R again, it then highlights it, and you can just hit enter. I don't care about the wasp. So basically, you just tap R, R, and enter, and it'll just quick move through the vehicle, and you can very quickly repair things that way. Oh, actually, you don't even need to hit enter. Just keep tapping R, and it'll automatically move the cursor, select the item, and then repair it for you. Oh, nope, guess you do need to hit enter. Oh, never mind. I need Mechanic 7 for that. So I can't repair that military composite armor plating at my current skill level. I'm short the skill to repair that. Alright, that's good though. So we got everything repaired except for that military composite armor, so I'm happy. So let's check our charges. Alright, so our welder's at 409, and the UPS is down to 597. Let's drop both of those on the charger again. Top everything up. Alright, almost there. That's good enough. We'll grab them both, drop them back in their proper storage locations. Okay, so car's all fixed up. I don't think I need to unload anything. So let's just eat some food. And we'll have a drink of water. Okay, let's hop in the mansion real quick, find a bedroom, take a nap. We'll close the door behind us just to be safe. Pretty sure the place is cleared out, so it shouldn't make a difference. And let's just go to sleep. Alright, looks like my buddy decided to sleep too. That's good news. Alright, we woke up and he's coming with us. Great. Okay, we're slaked. Let's go ahead and have some chewing gum. And I think... yeah, meat jerky. Alright. Now we're full slaked, had a nice fresh sleep, focus is good. Morale, we're wet, so that's going to go down slightly. That's not a big deal. And I think we are all set to get moving. So let's swap positions with the buddy there. Close the door. And I don't like driving at night, but I think we'll be okay. I want to go ahead and get moving down towards that mansion. That's where the Humvee's at, and that's a minefield to watch out for, so we'll want to be on the lookout for that, but otherwise we're just going to get moving. So let's go ahead and start it up and do a quick UE. Turn on the headlights, of course. Alright. Zoom in a bit since I can't see that far ahead of me anyway. I think I'll just start off-roading it. Alright, we're going the right direction. We just gotta keep angling our way to that southeast corner. Hello, Mr. Moose. Rather not run over a moose. Alright, we're coming up on the road. I think I traveled the road earlier and it was pretty clear, so we'll just use that. It'll make my driving a little easier. Alright, so we want to keep heading south, southeast. I don't plan to clear the town out, so I might head back off-road again, so we avoid the town. Alright, there it is. Front door is to the east side, so we'll roll over that direction. Alright, let's actually back up a bit. Alright. Turn off recharger, turn off headlights, stop driving, and let's hop out and get ready to kill some things before they get up here and bang on my vehicle. They lost sight of me already, did they? Alright, that's fine. Let's get Cartsy out. Don't think I'll need anything else. We've got the battle rifle, we've got all the pistols, so we're good on that. Got throwing sticks, the spear. Yeah, we're good. So let's just head on down. Stupid wolf. I think that's what distracted the zombies, was the wolf. Got a critical on him for 69. Poor guy. Yep, wolf took care of the zombies for us. We'll just smash these. All cart. Alright, nothing interesting on them. Let's angle down towards the building here. Come up and let my buddy help out, if he decides to ever do so. Oh, and he just bit my buddy's left leg. Please tell me you didn't get infected again. Thank you. Let's grab some... Oh, no strings? That's right, there's no curtains on these windows. Jeez, I missed the entrance entirely. Ran past it. Right in here is the entrance. Alright. Let's just... Yeah, we'll work our way around the outside. Why aren't you swinging your spear, dude? Oh, I turned off his... my bad, sorry. Hey Hank, combat commands, change your engagement rules, and... D. Attack enemies you can fight without moving. And why don't you teach me something while we're here? Okay, rifles are no longer on the list. We finished off his rifles, so I'm thinking marksmanship is the next one. I can get 2 levels of marksmanship from him, I believe. Ah. Dang it. Hopefully that doesn't remove my training ability. Ah, alright. Then my mistake. That was unfortunate. Stupid zombie. Should have known better, though. That was my bad. Alright, I know this is an exterior room. It's not going to have anything interesting. Another dining room. That's the outside. Now he's getting involved. A repair kit will take. Come on, Mr. Zombie. Alright, doing good. Anything to grab? Oh, a book. Does that mean that there's a library hidden in here somewhere? He grabbed that from the ground. Don't see anything in there. Filthy backpack, military rucksack. I think I've got a bunch of those already, so we're good. Oh, this is a courtyard. Notice, I don't know if you heard it, but when I stepped into this room, quote unquote, the cricket started and you can see the rainfall. That means it's a, there's no roof, so it would be a good place that you could use for farming. You could set up crops in here. So it's just a big open courtyard area with no roof, so pretty entertaining area. It's useful to have. Now, like I said, if we manage to find a pool anywhere in here, that would just put the capper on it, and this would 100% be where I'm going to set the base up. Don't know if we're going to get that lucky, though. Disinfectant, thank you very much. Definitely zombies in here. Come on out, zombies. Nothing interesting there. Just a dining room. Won't be anything useful in here. Kitchen area. Seasoned salt we can definitely use. Don't care about a teapot. And honey we can use. And that's it. And another big dining room. Ah, this is the one we saw from the other side. Alright, so that area is clear, nothing there. Bedroom. Nothing in there. Yeah, I think that interior courtyard is going to take up a lot of the space that I was hoping for a pool or some other facility. This is a trophy room. Submachine gun enthusiast. Well, that sounds useful. Don't care about the other items. Nah. Nah. Another bedroom. So like I said, lots of raw materials on hand, and we can knock out exterior walls to put up a palisade gate that you can open and close with a pulley system. So you have your own parking garage, basically. But I really wish it had a pool. Let's go this way instead of... yeah, another dining room. Not going to care about that. Another kitchen. Sure. Nope. All right. Losing hope pretty fast. Pool rooms are usually pretty big, so I think we would have spotted it by now if it was going to have one. Alright, so that's the southern wall right there. Alright, it's possible there's a couple more interior rooms we haven't seen yet. Alright, I think that's the exterior wall also. So lots of bedrooms, lots of dining rooms, a couple of kitchens. The only thing of note really was that interior courtyard, which if you're raising crops is really convenient. Alright, this is the entry hall. Let's do a final check. I think there were doors here, but I think I covered everything. Yep, this direction. Another trophy room. Don't need a flintlock rifle. Nah. Nope. So, nothing interesting in here. Alright, all the doors are open, all that direction. I think that probably pretty well covers it. So, we didn't get a pool, unfortunately. I can work around that. Now that we've got those 200-liter tanks on the back of the scouting vehicle, it's not really that big a problem to go fill those up at a nearby river or swamp and bring them back. And we can set up some large liquid containers in our base. So 1 or 2 trips every once in a while, it's not a big deal to refresh our water supply. And that's not counting any funnel system for catching rainwater and such. So that's the situation, but the mansion is cleared, so I'm still thinking this is going to be a good place. I would prefer it still over the fallout shelter, just because, or the survival shelter, just for the size of the facility. We've got that central courtyard that if we do decide to do farming, I've never really done much farming, so I'd be kind of interested in giving it a try, and hopefully you guys will be interested in seeing it. It is a viable longer-term survival strategy, so something I'd be happy to give a try for, and this would be a good place to do it given the open air central courtyard that we've got. So I'm liking the looks of it that way, and then like I said, we'll just knock some exterior walls out carefully, hopefully, and not bring down the whole building in one of these rooms to set up. Which rooms we would pick to set up a base in, I'd wait till daylight and get a little better look at things and then make that decision. But I think I still want to take a trip around the building, or I mean around the area. I'm going to loop around. I don't know how far north I'll go, but I want to get a view of kind of this section here. So I don't think I'll go as far up as St. Johnsbury up there, but I definitely want to get at least a portion of this explored, see what's out here. Maybe I'll do up to here. I want to see what's at the end of these 2 roads. I'm still on the lookout for labs, military bases, things like that, some of the special facilities, and you usually find those at the ends of these dead-end type areas. So I'm gonna probably do that. So we're running time-wise, getting close to probably the end of the episode, so let's do, what time is it in game? 3 o'clock? Couple hours till daylight. I'm not going to scout in the dark. There's not really anything I can do in the vehicle. I can unload it, I guess, or I mean unload my cart and get it ready to go. So we'll do that real quick. So these are those 200-liter tanks I was talking about. So we've got tons of, well, not literally tons, but we've got lots of liquid storage capability, so should we need it. So let's do this, make that side the cart, that the vehicle. Actually, where have I got? That's where I've got a bunch of random stuff, so I think that's where I'll dump things. Alright, just dump it all in there. And then fold that up. And put cart C in the center spot. Alright, so that's done. Personal inventory, I gotta remember to take off the backpack. So we'll drop that here in the center space also. Alright, so I'm just under the weight limit, so I can carry all of this. Picked up that bottle of disinfectant, so that helps as well. Alright, so I think we're good to go there. Got everything turned off. Don't need to do any repairs. Let's go ahead and get something to eat and drink real quick. Gonna have to... I still got a lot of smoked meat, so we haven't burned through as much food as I thought we would, and I've been kind of scavenging food with canned goods while we've been searching places, so that has served us pretty well. But let's keep eating the one thing that's perishable. We'll keep eating our deluxe eggs. Alright, so we're full. Take another drink of our water, and we're slaked. Great. Examine the vehicle, and we've barely touched. I mean, we started at 60 liters of clean water, and we're down to 55.8, and that's with me hitting the tap every time I get thirsty. So that gives you an idea of just how useful this type of setup is. Having a vehicle with a kitchen unit in it is super convenient. I strongly recommend you do this as soon as you have the option to. So we've got lots of storage space, our kitchen unit. I love our scout vehicle. It's awesome. A little wider than it's comfortable to drive around in sometimes, but it's a small price to pay for the heavy frame and all the front end damage that we can take in combination with the storage units and everything else. I haven't seen any effect from these. I was worried when we first installed them that it might affect the performance of the vehicle. And I'm not sure if that's just because they wouldn't affect it anyway, or it's that we have a higher driving skill now. We're up to driving 7, about halfway to 8. So I wonder if that's offsetting or compensating for it. Other skills of note, we're at 90% on dodging, so that's good. Only way to raise that is to let things try to hit you, so there are tricks to raising that with low danger situations, but I'm not going to cheeseball my dodging skill. Electronics at 7 with 82%, so a little bit of push on some crafted items. We can push that up to 8. Rifles we got up from our buddy. Cooking hasn't moved since we got it up to 9, so doing pretty good. I keep forgetting to check, does he teach launchers? I really want the launcher skill so I can install the grenade launcher, but I keep forgetting. How do I have 44% on launchers? Did uninstalling the grenade launcher from the vehicle originally cause me to get experience? Because I, from memory, don't remember ever using anything that would be considered a launcher skill. Huh. Curious. But I can't install the launchers in the vehicle until I get launcher skill, so I'd have to actually go out and find more grenade launchers and uninstall them if that is what gave me the experience in order to get the level up. But let's talk with this guy. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I lost the teaching opportunity. I should have made sure I was in a clear area before I asked him to teach me. We wasted that opportunity. Alright, that's enough chit-chat, so I think we'll call the episode to a close right here. So we got the main thing accomplished this episode that I wanted. We got moved down here, we chatted about our future plans, and we cleared this mansion out. Unless something really interesting shows up when we do our scouting over here, I'm still leaning towards the mansion. If you have your own opinions after taking a look at the map and hearing me chat about where we should set up our permanent quote-unquote base, please let me know in the comments or on the Discord channel. That would be great. Otherwise, do hit the like and subscribe buttons. Those help me out quite a bit and let me know how I'm doing and improve the metrics for the channel. So, hope to see you in the next apocalyptic episode. Have a good day.